It's the
well.
turmeric. If you are already taking it, you probably love it like the rest of us do. If you're not taking it yet, we have a great value for you today, and we have a few choices here. So I'll show you what the choices are, and this is, again, the last look at it, last chance to order it. So you decide if you want a 30, a 60, a 120, or a 240. It's so affordable for what you get. Here's your savings. Here's our pricing for today. Here's where the pricing will be going. So, and obviously you get flex pay on the larger choices, but this is ultra high potency. This is such an amazing product. When you start reading about turmeric, it makes me so happy that I take it when you start reading about all the wonderful benefits. By the way, of course, it's customer pick like all of Andrew's products are. This one, another example of one. Go, if you have a minute, go read some of the reviews, because it will just encourage you. You know, when you hear how well these products work for other people, it encourages all of us to at least give it a try. I love this so much, I picked this for Host Pick. I mean, that's how much I love turmeric. I think this is just an awesome product. It always, you know, flies out the door when we talk about it. So Andrew's going to share some of the science behind it. You'll also hear some reviews. But if you haven't tried it, if you need to stock up, this is the perfect time to do it, because it is the last presentation of the visit.
Yeah, and I'll read some science first on this, because one of the most interesting things about turmeric is the fact that turmeric is really poorly absorbed, extremely poorly absorbed. A typical turmeric supplement, if they're not doing what we're doing, where it's complexed with lipids, we actually complex it with phospholipids, because phospholipids are also beneficial to your liver, also beneficial to your brain. Those are two of the target sites of the benefits of turmeric, the liver and the brain. So you get another ingredient in our product that helps you there. There's another method of increasing the bioavailability and the absorption of turmeric. It involves, I think it's something called piperine. It's a pepper. It's sort of an irritating pepper, and I guess that's part of the mechanism by which it improves the absorption. But to me, that feels like you're putting an additive in the product. So I had both mechanisms to take advantage of, and I thought the phospholipid mechanism was not just the healthiest and the best in terms of the benefits we seek from turmeric, but also when you look at the benefits of turmeric as it was observed in the Indian diet, how did they get the absorption of turmeric to be so high? Well, what do they put turmeric in? They put it in stews.
Oh.
What do you do with a stew? You heat it, you cook it over extended periods of time, so you complex it with fats. So basically, our turmeric is kind of it's cooked with fat, it's complexed with fat. We specifically selected the fats to be beneficial to your brain and beneficial to your liver, phospholipids. So you're getting the phospholipids complex with the turmeric, increasing the absorption. And now I'll read you some research charts that talk about that. More technical jargon.
One thing I wanted to tell everybody, there's only a few hundred in each size.
Oh, that's very
we don't
little.
have a lot of this left. I wanted you all to know that. So we're going to, as we talk about the info, there's a few hundred in each of these sizes. So pick the one you'd like us to send you so we can get it home to you at 084277. Okie dokie.
So, and turmeric is something that I think folks take it for the benefits in terms of the colon, certainly the benefits in terms of the liver, the benefits in terms of the brain. The more you read about turmeric, and you could go to the pubmed.gov, pubmed.gov, and there's a research section. That's the National Research Database. There's a research section. There's hundreds of thousands of research studies there. And you could type in turmeric and, or curcumin and see all the different things, the research studies that come out. You'll be impressed. You'll be excited. So this is from Drugs Discovery Today. Currently, the main obstacle to the use of curcumin in clinical contexts is its low bioavailability. That's what I was just talking about. And curcumin is the active components in turmeric. So it's really more correct to refer to it as turmeric. And the curcuminoids are what you seek.
Okay.
Owing to a combination of efficient first-pass metabolism, that means it gets metabolized and excreted very quickly, poor gastrointestinal absorption, rapid elimination, and poor aqueous solubility. So it's not very soluble, it's not very absorbable. If it does get absorbed, it gets excreted very quickly. All these things conspire to turmeric not spending much time doing what you want it to do in your body.
Right.
So this is from Molecular Nutrition and Food Research. Curcumin revealed various health beneficial properties in numerous studies. However, its bioavailability is low due to its limited intestinal uptake and rapid metabolism. So once again, it's beneficial, but how do we get the benefits? And this is from the World Journal of Gastroenterology. However, complexation of curcumin into phytosomes, what we do, has recently helped to bypass this problem, as it has been demonstrated that this new lecithin formulation, we use phosphatidylcholine, enables increased absorption to a level 29-fold higher than that of traditional curcuminoid products. This allows us to achieve much greater tissue substance delivery using significantly lower doses of curcumin than have been used in past clinical studies. So that's how you overcome it, and there's only two ways, and this is by far, in my mind, the best way. Finally, distribution studies of curcumin in human tissues have shown that it preferentially accumulates in the intestine, colon, and liver. This finding might be one major reason for the anticipation and observation of its most promising in vivo, meaning living studies, in vivo effects in gastrointestinal health when compared with other organ systems.
That's great.
So turmeric is something that Muriel and I take it every single day. I've been doing it for quite some time. It's one of those botanical ingredients that not only has the clinical studies we're talking about here that have been performed in a more modern context, but it also has thousands of years of, obviously, of safe use, and then it has epidemiology. I love epidemiologic studies because those are studies looking at large populations and looking at the benefits of various behaviors in large populations. And that's something that's been observed in populations like in India that consume large amounts of turmeric, and here in America we consume almost no turmeric at all. But we're starting to a little bit.
Yep, I know we're so limited now. There's a few more than 1,000 bottles left with everybody on the phone. So I would invite you, pick the size you'd like, give it a try. Andrew just scratched the surface of this product. As I said, I love it so much. I actually picked it for my host pick coming up this summer because I just think it's such a remarkable and important ingredient that can help. You know, when you hear about brain benefit, colon benefits,
I haven't even, by the way, probably the most popular reason currently that people take turmeric is for its soothing benefits on joints. So I didn't even touch that. So how exciting is it, how fascinating is it that when you look at a natural ingredient like this that's been around for thousands of years, that you actually have, it's sort of like I was saying with omega-3s, it's like a long list. It's A, your brain, B, your liver, C, your colon, D, your joints. I can go on, or E, all of the above. And with turmeric, it's all of the above. And it's fascinating. With drugs, usually you take it for a single reason, and then you have to deal with all the side effects. And every drug comes with side effects. These are not drugs. These are not treating diseases, except, as I often say, the disease of the human condition. These are natural tools that enable us to give our body the things that it could use to take better care of itself. And that's what these ingredients provide. The curcuminoids in turmeric provide.
Okay, we're going to be wrapping it up for now. If you're ordering, thank you so much. We have more we'd like to get to, and we do have an encore presentation of our today's special coming up a little bit later on in this hour. But right now, we're going to head over, we're going to talk about Fibromucil. Oh, before we do that,